I can only take so much of it. It's like a minute and 11 seconds. I did it 11, like 111. Because, synchronicities and shit. And then I decided I don't like it that long. What am I doing on in the afternoon? It's so yucky outside. Why not? Why not? I can do this or bookwork. Hi, Marita. I could do one or the other. So what am I going to do? It is raining, and yucky. And it's been raining all night into the day. And I'm not a fan. The horse wasn't a fan either. He was in the front pasture. We have him segregated off because he's healing. And he was like, this is bullshit. I would like a stall, please. Gelding for one. I would like a stall, please. So anyways, we have standing water. So what are we talking about today, you guys? What are we talking about today? Where is my card deck? Seriously, where's my favorite? Oh, there it is. I'm like, I know I brought all my decks home from work. Here they are. Can we have a shout out on here, you guys? So I see people populating in. And I'll wait for that for a minute. Bum, 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 bum. Give me a shout out. I'm trying to figure out how to be on, hi, Judith. Christy Elliott, how are you? So we had something happen. If you are, we're in the membership. We never closed our private group and we won't. As a matter of fact, if somebody is a member of the private group and they would like to invite a friend, they're more than welcome to do so. But, oh my goodness, what just happened? There we go. Hi, everybody. So one of our members passed away very suddenly. And I think we're just kind of all going, Make sure I sent it. I did. So I'm talking to some people about GoFundMe's so as a spiritual, there's an intuitive over in France that was a friend of one of this member, and she is looking to send money through a GoFundMe to her. So, when you do stuff like this and you have somebody that's been in your life for a long time, and then all of a sudden they're gone, you just like, gosh, you think back, and I think this isn't anything in life, right? You think back on all the wonderful moments and insights and things like that. Dang it. So I'm communicating with them. And now I have to pick up cards off the floor. What? Oh, it's all the way up. Hiding. Here. All the way there. Okay, here I am. I'm back. All right. Well, what was the card? Because that must be important. Made me go digging all over the place for it. Healing. Oh my goodness. Healing. There is something we can always. Hi, everybody. You can walk down the street and stub your toe and feel the need to heal from that. There's a lot of what in the heck is going on? What did I do? Sorry. I'm trying to network so people can send for her. All right. So we all have some sort of healing we have to do at some time in our life. There is no perfect life where you're just going to stroll through and there's not going to be some sort of healing. It doesn't matter whether it's physical or emotional, right? Because a lot of times we can act all fine. We can go through a whole healthy life and be an emotional wreck. But guess what? Emotional wellness and health meat suit wellness, they're associated together, right? Emily Kent, I was wondering if you're busy Saturday. They are linked. They are linked together. So when this is how we get issues like blockages and attachments and things along those lines. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind as you're going through life, that these two things are closely associated. To have a nice, healthy body. Good morning, Jansen. Afternoon. That we have to take care of our total self, not just the physical well-being, but the mental well-being as well. I don't know. That's what we're doing today. There we are. Now you know. Inquiring minds, right? Okay. How is everybody? What's your word for the day? What is your word for the day? What is your word for the day? Christy Elliott. Watch The Secret. I'm looking at your cards and I'm like, watch The Secret. There's an aspect of putting out what you want to the world that you're not, that Sam and I will watch The Secret over and over again. Because I'm a flake. I understand that. I know it and I'm okay with it. But sometimes we miss the little things that create the change. We have to be part of the change, right? So we have to follow some steps to make the manifestation flow through. So they're saying, hey, watch The Secret. There's some little thing that has dropped off of your manifestation chart. It's time to bring it back in. So I can't tell you what it is. I can just say your guides are saying it's time to create a manifestation flow, because it feels very, very, I know. Hey, Sandra, doesn't it feel like we should be ducks? We should be ducks. Our ducks are very happy up front. But they're saying that you're missing something in the manifestation chain. And so you may be feeling as if you're manifesting things that just aren't serving you, or they're not manifesting in the correct way. That's Richard heading up the steps. So just make sure that you watch The Secret. And it'll help. I'm just going to be like, I hope that helps. But no, your guides are like, it'll help. Good morning, Heather. It is 2:00 in the afternoon, right? It is a little late for my day, isn't it? Suzanne Carver, so true. We can put out to the universe what we want, but I'll tell you, and I wish I could say it was just like, I want this and that's all I have to do. But you have to do steps to allow things to come into your world. So I really do recommend The Secret to everybody. Ellen Sutherland, welcome, welcome, welcome. Just gone 7 p.m. there. Yeah, it's a little late for me. Not really. I should be on in the evenings too. But today, Richard and I went trolling around town, and I like to go to Goodwill. Who else goes to Goodwill? Anybody? Like a thrift store? You guys do that? You've read The Secret, Susie? Now, I was supposed to read The Secret, but when the documentary came out, I was like, oh, thank God, because my brain just goes, and I have a hard time keeping my train of thought, Coretta. But I found the best thing today at the Goodwill. Now, yesterday, I have so if I go, maybe I should go to Goodwill today, I go to Goodwill. Okay. I've great luck doing this following my intuition as to when I need to go to the thrift store. I have picked up, I have a Gone with the Wind uranium globe lamp that it's Fenton. It's gorgeous. I paid $4 for it at Goodwill. Richard's always going, can I buy that? Can I take, are you ready to give it up? I'm not ready to give it up. No, it's sitting on top of the thing. It's shut at the store. I have a vintage toy, a monkey at the store. He's adorable. That's where we got the haunted doll. She's fine. She's not malicious or anything, but she was, whatever. She didn't need to go to another family that might have had children, and she might not have been happy. So she sits in our store, and if she's ever ready to move on, she'll move on. Right? Yeah, that was a great find. Now, this may not be, I know what a price. Richie probably walked by it quite a few times. Anyways, so this I'm always looking for the strange and unusual, right? And I found this today. So it might not seem strange and unusual to you, but I absolutely love it. By the way, it's Ashley's birthday today. Ashley's birthday is today. And these are 1941 hula. I mean, they're big. And I walked up and I saw those and I was like, and those are mine. I don't know how long they've been sitting there because I was there yesterday, and I'm always looking for interesting lamps to light the store with. And those are mine. So, those are going up top. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. And I only know right now that they're 1941 clay form. So excited about them. Doesn't take much, you guys, to get me all excited. Okay. Hey, Angel, there's my sister. Yeah, I get to watch the Crumb Crunchers this evening so they can go to dinner. So they're going to bring the Crumb Crunchers out. And yeah. All right, moving on. Emily, message me. Don't message me. It's up to you whether you want to work up, because that's what I'm looking for. Okay. All right. Junkies in Reno is awesome. Is that Reno Beach or Reno, Nevada? Reno, where's Reno? I don't know where it is. Obviously, I don't know the geography. Okay, there it is. Okay, so can everybody share to either your feed, your group, some other group, invite a friend, whatever. Let's move on. Here we go. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Let me get a whoop whoop and figure out who this belongs to. I didn't get on yesterday because I didn't feel good. We've had a cold circulating through the house, and it just tires you out. The boys have been sick, but I have better immunities than they do. So I just kind of go, Nevada. I just kind of go, nah, I rebuke you. And it seems to work for me. So, but I was tired yesterday, so I just did not pull it off yesterday. Let's go with, who does this belong to? This belongs to Heather Johns. Heather Johns, is somebody stressing you? I get this feeling and almost like a slap in the back of the head, and just like you need to give yourself some time to don't get sick. You just take some stress off of yourself a little bit, okay? Because I get this back of the head, gosh, and I just get tired. I just get tired for you. So make sure you're giving yourself plenty of space. I know you try to give yourself plenty of space. It's kind of difficult for the position you're in, but just, Tammy Arvon, how are you? You've been on my mind. You've been on my mind. I keep encouraging my husband to call you mom, and I think he's scared. doesn't want her to cry, and then he'll cry. And I think that because the last time he did, she kind of cried, and I think that that's a thing. I'm going to call her, though. I'll call her when I get offline. So yeah, Heather, give yourself some room. Even if it's you go drive for a day or you go drive for a couple hours or whatever, you need a little space. You need a little space. Okay, moving on. I have an itch because I got a sunburn the other day as we were working in the pond. All right. Thank you, Susie. Can I get a whoop whoop? Can I get a witness? What do we have going on? Oh, Lilac Festival is this weekend. We have Lilac Festival this weekend on Saturday. So we have multiple readers in the store that day. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Lilac Festival is always like right up there with the Witches Walk, which is where we are like insane. Just insane. Lots of fun. All right. Let's go with Mystical Lavish. Mystical Lavish. Hey, Nancy Bulliard. Hey, Pam. Hey, Teresa. Mystical Lavish gets tarot cards. Not those cards. My guys are like, not those cards. Not the fluffy cards. Penny Moose, how are you? Not the fluffy cards for Mystical Lavish. Good luck, everybody. Audrey, how are you? Let's see. It has been a minute, Shiloh. How are you? How are you? Mystical Lavish, you still here? You're seeing a part. Let me make sure she's still here. Just making sure. Victoria Joy and Adrena, how are you? Yes, you are. Okay. So I want to say that there's something going on in your life that you're only seeing a part of, a portion of. Somebody is not telling you all the story. They're like, I hate to do this, and I'm so sorry, but it's almost like they're going, if I just tell them this part, they're going to stay on my side, and it's going to be okay. Somebody doesn't want to disclose everything. So they just tell you this part over here, and you just kind of continue on, and they're okay with that. Okay. That's what you guys are talking about. And it's definitely something that you're hearing. They're like, this is over here. This is good. You're fine. You're fine. And I'm going to give you 3 to 6 months before you see the whole situation. I'm not. Your guides are. They're like 3 to 6 months before you see the whole situation. Okay, now to the cards. I really like my other deck. No, this deck. Okay. All right. Hey, Autumn, how are you? Okay, you know what it is. Yeah. They're just hoping to turn a blind eye and not make any movement. They're like, if she just stays right where she's at, I'm not going to have to worry about her. I don't have to change anything. They don't want to change anything the way they're doing it, right? They want to do things the way they're doing things. But I do feel like a separation of energies will come eventually where you're just going to have to be like, okay, I understand what this is, and I don't have to take this shit no more. Okay. I don't have to take this shit no more. And then you're going to become in charge of all of the things that you never thought you would be able to handle. Like some of the things that might have been handled by other people or just were not in your realm of thought, all of a sudden you're going to have control over a whole bunch of stuff that you feel so much more capable. That you feel so much more capable of taking care of. Let's see. I'm supposed to put you one more. Yep. All about letting go of the shit and stepping into new joy and happiness. Letting go of drama, and you have to, but it's not, you don't have to jump on anything. You have to think about some things and say, you know what, I'm just going to let it go and we're going to be okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I hope that's helpful. Buford has chosen this moment to eat. I'm just glad he's eating. So we had Buford. I don't know why this is important. We had Buford on this monthly pain shot that because he has arthritis and he's all that, Miss New Joyce. Yes, absolutely. Because he's 15, which hurts to say, and he lost a lot of weight. Sandy Foster, how are you? How are you, Sandy? I hope all is well with you, dear. And we took him off this shot because it caused a lot of other problems. And now he's like, he's gaining weight. He's eating more. It's so nice, but still, he's old. You're doing okay. I think of you very often. And I had a strange coincidence last night. A very, very strange coincidence last night that I got a message, Sandy. I got a message. Not like, ha, 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 ha. Like I got a Facebook message. And I just did not know how to approach it because I got a message from 2001 in my Facebook yesterday. It was just delivered last night. Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, it was about. I think it was actually from Heidi, but they were talking about. She was talking about. They had. It just was weird. I mean, my mind was blown. Because when it popped into my messages, I was like, what the hell's going on right now? Alternate reality kind of stuff. I just was, get me throwing cards all over the place. It really did. It threw me. It threw me. Anyhow. Get dog. Bresson, free dog for this. The Bresson? Okay, I'll have to look that up. It was a timeline jump. Absolutely was. No, it was 2011. Did I say 2001? It's 2011. 2021. I have to look at it again. What did I say, you guys? 2000. I thought it was 2021. It was. Hey, Trudy. It was wild. Anyhow, okay. Moving on, you guys. They're like, what the hell's going on? Amy. Yeah, it was just a wild thing. Okay, I was thinking about a song by Poco, and then the history of it appeared on Facebook. 2011. Did I say 2011? It's just it was a long time ago. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? I think it was maybe 2021. I have to look at it again. Okay, Joan Reed. Who knows? Okay, but either no matter what it was just not sent yesterday. Okay, can I get a whoop whoop in the room, you guys? Let's see what's going on. Oh, I did that already. Okay, I can see all the whoops. Let's see. Squirrel. We're going to go with Samantha Duncan. Samantha Duncan, you have to give me a little bit of moment here because they just switch gears on me. Guys just switch gears on me. I'm like, wait, what are we doing? Oh, no. Okay. So we're going to do past life. You should see my feed going. You guys, it is fun to keep up with. Let's see. Where did I go? Samantha Duncan. Just making sure she's still here. Wow. My feed is flying, you guys. Just because I have multiple feeds in here, sometimes it's hard to keep up with. So we're going to do past life. I love doing past life anyways. You guys know that. I love working in the Akashic Halls. I love working with Metatron, Sacred Geometry. I'll have to remind me about sacred geometry in a little bit, and I'll tell you guys a little bit about what I have going out on the laser. Okay, so I don't know where we're going, Samantha. Don't shoot the messenger. I never know where we're going to end up when we start one of these. I just know that they went past life, and I went, okay, because I went to grab cards, and they're like, no, 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 we don't need those. So I want to talk about the color purple. I want to talk about your crown chakra. I want to talk about some of the things that you see, hear, experience in this lifetime, and you're not really paying attention to. You get a whole lot more messages than you actually think you do. You're a whole lot more connected than you would ever imagine. You have karmic ties. So much higher energies. Okay. But they want to talk about walking. Where are we? This is a female past life. See, this is so strange, you guys, because, and I'll walk you through how this happens. All I see right now are bare feet walking in the sand. That's all I see. Bare feet, women's bare feet. That's important. Walking in the sand with very, I'm going to go with Greek. I'm going to go very Greek with this. Grecian white flowy robes. Okay, so this when we're talking about okay, when we talk about having ties to much higher vibrations, so we're also going to take this over to probably work in a pantheon, one of the Grecian pantheons as a holy woman. And walking by the sea. So these are all little clues that they're throwing in there right now, right? So I'm actually going to go with, and I suck at this. I know there's two names, but I believe this is like Poseidon, right? Greek is Poseidon. Can anybody verify that for me? They're giving me the water. They're giving me the trident. They're giving me the trident. So I know that this is somebody that would have worked in that pantheon, which is also why this woman's walking by the water, to signify the element of water that goes with this. Yes, he was Greek. Okay. It was either Roman or Greek. It's one or the other. They're so interchangeable. Matter of fact, all the pantheons across the planet are very interchangeable when it comes to, it's because of the same. We'll get into that another day. She talks about the water element and being very much an emotional individual. She feels a lot in her heart chakra. So this is a past life for you. Okay. And Samantha, this I have to go back and check your name again. Samantha, this is a past life for you. And I also want to say that this person, I do not know anything about this pantheon. This person walked hand in hand with a man. And normally when you have priests and priestesses in situations like this as being holy people, they're very separate. Like there's no love relationships going on because they have dedicated themselves to their god or their goddess. And you're a Pisces, this makes sense, okay. But they talk about you being very in your heart chakra in this lifetime. This is part of the flow that you have from life to life. And that those ties remain the same. They remain like you are still closely tied to that divine source, okay, that divine energy. And that is and I'll just say this is an extraterrestrial tie as well. I 100% in my soul believe that the Greek, matter of fact, all the pantheons on the planet are extraterrestrial. That is what I believe. And that is not just like, oh, I think I believe that. I have anyways, had moments where I have been working with gods and goddesses that I didn't intend to, and they just kind of pop in, and then after a month or two of working with them, then I am off doing really odd extraterrestrial things that I never intended to do. So that is how I feel about that. So they're also talking about your connection to the sky. And I know that the water is right there, right? So they're talking about that connection to water, but they're also talking about the connection to the sky and lunar as well. So they're saying, staring at the stars, if you ever stare at the stars and get that feeling like you're just, especially if you're staring at the moon, could just, and just take off. That is so relevant for you. So if you haven't done that, they totally expect that you might look into just laying there and watching the sun or watch the sky at night. I would also say that you would feel a connection to that goes beyond just stargazing. So if you do any CE5, which is I am in this universe on in this solar system and on this planet in this country at this city at this address, these coordinates, visualization, and I wouldn't be surprised to see crafts. CE5 meditation would come very easily for you, and they're waiting for connection. It's like ringing a phone. That's what they so funny. They're like, hello? kind of thing. So those things can work very much in your favor on your spiritual journey. If you decide to step into that energy a little bit more, it'll raise your vibration and bring these energies into your quiet moments, like your meditation and things like that. I want to say that in the lifetime that I'm talking about, that you came to an abrupt end. There was an abrupt end that came from behind, like a blow to the head. It actually feel. I heard the word knocker. Somebody said knocker. Like, I don't know if you were purposely terminated or what, but I feel like somebody said knocker and I see like a stick with a big ball on the end of it. I don't know if you did something wrong, if you pissed somebody off, but it might have something to do with walking with the gentleman. It might have something to do with walking with the gentleman, because I feel like he's fine. He got off fine, but I feel like that you got in trouble for something. Yeah, that's what they have. That's what they have. Try CE5. Absolutely. Try CE5. Oh, she says, I was told I'd have a few past lives. Most people that are here right now have more than a few past lives. They have come here for so many different lifetimes that they're innumerable. Mm-hmm. Because there's the people that are here to be of assistance and to help facilitate like the age of Aquarius and all that stuff, and bring about a new level of consciousness. So a few past lives is an understatement. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, moving on. Moving on. Okay. Making sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, let's see. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? And there it goes. Let's see. I have a headache. I'm going to do this one and I probably shouldn't. I'm going to do Emily Kent. Nikki Lofton, welcome, welcome. I don't know that I've ever read for you, Emily. Bommy knocker stick was a ball to take him out. Boomy knocker stick. I might have to look it up. I heard knocker. I heard a knocker. What the hell, Emily? Maybe I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. You don't think so? I'll put it away. I'll put it away. I don't want to do this. Oh, you didn't want me to see? No, I haven't. So basically what it said was, we all have our tower moment where you have like this tower moment coming where everything just fell apart. Everything fell apart, right? You felt disempowered, felt disconnected. Okay, let's move from that. Oh shit, what's that? And this is what you're moving into. The motherly figure in charge of everything. She's like, wait, no, don't stop. The motherly figure in charge of what you need in life, right? The person that knows what you want, the person that knows how you want to move forward. Right. Letting go of shit. Stop overthinking. When things are divinely gifted to you, let go of the struggle and strife. And quit fighting. And when you quit fighting, and you just go, I'm not going to overthink. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to struggle with it. When I quit overthinking everything falls in because I have everything that I need in this life and everything that I need to move forward. Happy Mother's Day, Sandra. And I'm supposed to play you one more card. Quit overthinking. I want you to know that again. Quit overthinking. Quit overthinking. Okay. Hope that's helpful. Hi, everybody. Actually, you guys, I have a headache all of a sudden. And it's not an all of a sudden thing. I'm fighting yuckiness. Sounds about right. I'm fighting yuckiness. So I can't get sick. I've decided I'm not going to. So, but I'm going to go take some Tylenol and play on the computer some more, I suppose. Yeah. Because that's all I do is play on the computer. Whatever. All right, everybody. I'm sorry I'm not on longer today. But we got on for a little bit. Everybody, have a wonderful day. I will be on tomorrow morning, right around 9:30 in the morning. Have a wonderful day. Find light, find love, find joy, feel divine, because you are. And if Mr. Fry were here, he would say, may the light be with you always. And I will hopefully see you tomorrow. All right. Bye.